maybe this is you. No matter what you do, you just kind of feel useless. Like, you'll try something new, and then boom, you're just awful at it, right? And then you try something else, and you're also awful at it. And you get really discouraged. It's sad. You think, why am I so bad at everything that I try? Isn't there a better way? And that's the reason that you give up trying to do anything ambitious. So a few years ago, I kind of had a situation where I was doing a lot of the bad habits. So some of these bad habits could include like just bed rotting all day, doing absolutely nothing productive. Towards family and friends, I kind of just felt useless. Like my brother was kind of the smart one in the family, and then all my friends were much more achieved than I was. Both of my parents are very ambitious, and I didn't know what to do. I felt useless just compared to everyone. Like I would stand next to them, and I'd be like, oh, this guy, he's kind of just normal. He's just kind of average. Like there wasn't anything that I could personally do. Some people will tell you that this is fine, that being, I guess, average is okay. But when you really think about it, the average person in the world doesn't live a very good life. But some people will just feel discouraged and then they accept it and they're like, wow, that's what I want. They kind of like get pushed into it because other people are telling them, oh, it's okay to be average. Don't listen to them. So if you're in a similar situation, like what I described earlier, I am going to give you some steps to take, so stay tuned. But please know that you can really achieve just about anything as long as you actually put your mind to it. It sounds cliche, it sounds stupid, but it's my sincere belief. So the main way you overcome this feeling of being useless, because frankly, like maybe you don't have a lot of unique things that you can do, you don't have something interesting, you don't have something that you're capable of, is to go through some difficult thing, right? You need to experience hardship. And this is the part where everyone gets stuck. They'll try something new, they'll try learning a skill, right? Or they'll try talking to people and then they just fail, like miserably. They'll do it and then they'll be like, wow, I am awful at this. Like I tried and like I'm useless. But the thing is, it's kind of true. If you want to overcome that hump of like failing and then succeeding, you have to put in the effort, right? Everyone fails. Nobody, like it's, for some people, it's kind of hard to believe. Like they went to school and then there's like, oh, this one person who always just gets 100 on every test. They don't even study. Like, yes, there are people like that. It's not like they never fail. It's not like they've never made a mistake. Some people are just, they have a natural aptitude or something, but everyone is going to make mistakes, right? So you just have to make them. Like, if you're someone, you feel like you're kind of useless, just make some mistakes. When you try on a test, you fail. You try again. It's never ever, 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 ever a situation where you give up. Because think about the benefits and downsides of giving up, right? If you give up, then you won't be able to try again, and then you'll live your life being miserable, you'll feel useless. But if you try to, take that test again, then you could actually just succeed. And when you succeed, you'll think to yourself, wow, this was hard. Like, this test was genuinely difficult, but like, I struggled, and I made it through, and I feel like I'm not mediocre anymore. Because you'll realize that you can grow as a person, so it'll make it easier to learn other things. It's like a compoundable skill. So that's my main point, that hardship, experiencing something difficult, like trying to push through something that's challenging is actually what makes you grow. So for me, for example, one of the things I did when I was really young was I learned how to play chess. And honestly speaking, the only reason I learned it was because I wanted people at school to think I was smarter. Like it was like 5th grade, and I was like, wow, I'm jealous of all the people who get to sit in the class and think that they're smart. It's just kind of a shallow thing to care about. But the thing is with chess, if you've never played it before, maybe you don't know, it's notoriously quite difficult. People will devote their entire lives. It's insanely hard, right? But I think the things that I learned from playing chess were less about the chess, becoming smarter, I guess, and more about how I learned that I could just push through hardship. Like I can fail at something and then do better. Like I have played so many games to reach an ELO. Okay, for context, I'm about 1400 on chess.com, which is way above the average of the players who play chess regularly. Like the average is about like 800 or something. So it's a reasonably strong ELO, right? Like among like strong chess players, it's not good, right? Like I'm kind of like just like a normal person, at least to some people. So most of the benefit that I got from it was that learning that I could fail a lot and then do better. Like I would lose a game. I was just bad at it, like genuinely. Like in the example in the beginning, like I was telling you, I just kept trying and I kept failing. But then there was this point where I was like, wait, hold on, I keep failing. So like, what do I get out of quitting, right? There's literally no benefit to quitting it. So I would just keep going. And I kept going and I kept going. And I'd slowly make some small improvements in my chess, right? And I eventually hit 1400, which isn't even like good, whatever. It's not really about chess at all, actually. It's about learning that you can just say, hey, I failed at this, but I'm going to try it again. And next time I'm going to succeed. There's this important part where you think to yourself, yeah, I can do it. And you actually desire to grow. Like you're thinking, okay, I failed. That sucks. I hate failing. What else am I going to do? I have to succeed. I feel like, yes, I'm going to succeed. I need to. I want to. It's like something I desire. So I'm just going to keep trying until I succeed. But some people, they don't really have this mindset where they think they actually can succeed. Some people, like, they feel like they're genetically predisposed to be a certain way, right? Like, oh, I'm too stupid to ever do this. And I'm too stupid to ever do that. And it's like, okay, well, if, like, that's what you genuinely believe, then that's okay for you. But, like, why would you want to believe that? There's no reason to believe that you are incapable of anything. Well, I'm not trying to be, like, warm and soft and say, like, oh, you can do anything you believe yourself. Like, sure, that's good advice, but it's not really the main message of what I'm trying to say here. It's that you literally have no reason to believe that you can't achieve something. Because if you purposely say, hey, I'm not going to achieve this, then you're not going to achieve it. Like, it's as simple as that. If you don't even make the effort to try to succeed, you'll fail 100 times. You don't get back up after 100 times, that's on you. So what I will say is that you cannot trust your brain. So some people will say, oh, you need to start trusting your brain more. I'm telling you, trust your brain less. Listen, your brain is incredibly irrational. It's a tool that we had to make sure we survived, right? Your brain is always constantly trying to tell you, hey, we need to make it out of here, okay? We need to survive, because that's like our goal. But in the end, in some ways it kind of malfunctions, because when you attempt something difficult, it's all just kind of a defense mechanism for you to help you stay alive, which it makes sense why it does this. But you need to think to yourself, hey, you're outdated, buddy. Like, what are you talking about? If I want to learn to play chess and I fail and I lose a tournament and I lose embarrassingly and everyone thinks I'm stupid. If you're a strong chess player, it's your career, then okay, maybe you can't really mess up. But you can mess up in practice, right? You'll learn something, you'll be like, oh wait, never mind, that actually doesn't work. And then you'll think to yourself, oh, I can do better. Your brain is being like, oh no, like, I mean, if I fail, then I'm going to be made fun of, people will bully me, and then it'll hurt, and then that's like a negative emotion. So your brain's like, okay, maybe let's not do that, because that would hurt. Basically what I'm telling you is that you have to meditate. And so the thing is that meditation helps you become mindful, right? Mindfulness meditation, great. So what you have to do is you have to zoom out. You're like, okay, brain, you're stupid and an idiot. Like, I'm not going to listen to you. I'm just going to do my own thing. And then you do your own thing. You succeed, or you try to succeed. And there's nothing wrong with that. I will just grow again. Like, I'll try it again, and I'll do it. The first one is the easiest. It's making your bed. Now, making your bed is actually quite easy. You like tuck in some sheets, or you put in the blanket or whatever, and you like fold up the pillows. It's not difficult to make your bed. Nobody will say to you, oh, making my bed is the hardest thing in the world. Objectively, it is not difficult to make your bed. However, most people do not make their bed, and the reason for that is because they think, oh, well, I mean, why would I do it? I can do something else. I have to get to work, I have to do all this, I have to do all that. And the thing is, true, you do have to do all that, right? You have to do all this other work that's important to you. Making your bed is kind of insignificant as far as doing all this work, right? But the reason you want to make your bed isn't because it's productive. It's because it helps you realize that you can do things, right? It's like a micro example of what you are doing. And this is how I suggest starting. If you are trying to reduce your limiting beliefs, like there are a lot of people who think to themselves, oh, I can't do anything because I am scared, or like I'm scared of messing up. I'm scared of people judging me. I'm scared of this. I'm scared of that, right? Making your bed is objectively not difficult. But the thing is, if you do it, then it's good because you'll build the habit, right? You'll realize to yourself, hey, I actually can do things. And it's on a micro scale, right? Like, obviously, we've established it's not difficult. But the thing is, you need to start small. You need to say, hey, this is the first thing that I'm going to do in the day. I'm going to wake up and then make my bed. And I'm going to realize, hey, I actually can do things. Like, I'm not useless. Like, if it ever came down to it, I could just, make my bed. And you'll think to yourself, wow. So, like, what's the next level of things that I could do? Oh, maybe maybe I could brush my teeth. That's another thing you could do. So you have to like kind of scale up, right? In increasing difficulty. And you think, oh, well, eventually you'll keep scaling up and you'll be like, oh, I have to make myself a meal. And that might be a little bit more daunting at first, right? Cooking is not so easy, but you'll scale up, you go slowly, you like up, and then you'll get some more and more difficult things where you're actively seeking out difficult things. You'll almost search for them. You'll like level it up, you'll stack them, you'll compound them. It all starts from making your bed because it's so easy. You think, oh, well, I can make my bed. Like, give me something harder. So then you start brushing your teeth, and you give me something harder, and then you do something that's a little bit more difficult, and you slowly progress it over time. Okay, friends, I hope that was helpful. But to know this is the end of the video, so I'm telling you, remember self-improvement is not sacrifice, but instead, it's liberation.